Beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another stream. I am absolutely, in every sense of the word, snowed in today. There is no doing anything other than sitting in front of a heater for me today. So the big storm that they were calling for, it was a little late. It was fashionably late, but it did arrive. So here we are, officially snowed in. We've got the heat going. It's hoodie weather even inside of the house. So here we are with another stream today. Hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's see who's going to get first in chat today. Today we are going straight to the basics. We are going straight to the basics of anxiety, straight to the basics of anxiety recovery, straight to the basics of what this whole cycle is all about. You know, we like to keep things super simple around here. We don't like to be confusing. We like to give the same message but worded in different ways so that eventually, hopefully, it starts to sink in. What's up, Kate? Kate's first in chat. Welcome, Kate. I hope you're having a good day. I can't believe that you believed me on how to crossplay over on the Discord. That was funny. That was funny. I got you on that one. We'll see who's going to come in behind Kate. Hope you're all doing well today. Let's see. While we wait on chat to fill up, we'll go ahead and start tossing some links out there. Try to get all those covered. Perfect thing to do while we wait. What's up, Ellis? Welcome, dude. Let's see here. Yeah, it's 21 degrees here today, and the snow is just pouring down, so everybody's just kind of snowed in and trying to stay warm and all that good stuff. A lazy day. What's up, Olivia? Welcome, Olivia. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome, welcome. Olivia, one of our MVPs around here. Let's see. I might as well go ahead and drop the Twitch link too. We have been doing a little bit on Twitch, not a whole lot, but just in case, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I'll drop that for you. Let's see, we're at 96 followers over on Twitch. Doesn't compare to our 10.4K over here, but that's okay. We're almost at 100 followers over there, so that's something to brag about. And one last thing here. There we go. All right, I believe that's everything. I believe that's all the links out of the way, all the invites out of the way, and now we just wait. How's everybody's day today? Fill me in. How have you guys been? I don't want to wait too long. To get started, but we will wait around for a little bit longer just to give everybody a chance to get in here. Then we will get started. Let's see. Maddie, hello Maddie. Welcome. We're going to be going back to the basics today, man. We're going to be going back to the basics of recovery today. What it's all about. Something you got to understand. Something that's fundamental to your understanding. If you're a regular here, you've probably heard this message before, but we're going to talk about it. What's up, Perp? Welcome, dude. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I don't want to wait around too long before we get started, so let's go ahead and let's just jump right into it. Kate says, having a great day so far. I love to hear it. All right, so what are we going to be talking about today, chat? Let's go. Today we're going to be talking about the storm will pass. Now, here is the biggest thing. What's up, Ghost? Here is the biggest thing that kept me from recovery, and I'm sure it's the biggest thing that keeps most people, I would say 95, 99% of people from recovery is that they are coming into it with the mindset of, unless I do something about these strong, strong feelings, and believe me, I know how strong they can be, or unless I do something about these intrusive thoughts, they are not going to leave me alone. These feelings and these thoughts are not going to leave me alone, Wonder Bro, unless I do something about them, right? Now, oh God, did that attitude keep me in the most stressful cycle imaginable, and I'm sure you've all been there too, right? The attitude of, these thoughts and feelings will not leave me alone, they will not give me a break unless I do something about them, is the biggest rabbit hole, the most stressful rabbit hole, the biggest form of second fear attitude that you can possibly have. What you have to understand, right? And eventually, we got to get you to a point where you see this for yourself. But what you have to understand is that when you're dealing with high, intense anxiety symptoms, that alarm is popping off, right? And believe me, I know how intense it is when it pops off. That alarm is popping off. Those thoughts are popping off. They are begging for your involvement, right? In those moments, I know it seems like life or death. Believe me, in those moments, I know that old second fear attitude of, oh God, I need to do something about this or else this is just going to screw me up, whatever. I know that old second fear attitude is going to be there. I know it's all going to be very, very intense, but you have to understand, and eventually you have to prove this to yourself, that if you're able to allow these thoughts and feelings with the right attitude. What is the right attitude, chat? The right attitude is the accepting attitude. If you are able to allow these thoughts and feelings while simply reminding yourself, this is okay, right? This is okay. If you accept these thoughts and feelings with that right attitude, the storm will pass. The number one thing, and I'm sure of this, the number one thing that keeps people in this cycle is the false belief that the storm will not pass unless they get involved in some way, shape, or form, right? So, how many of you in chat? Let me see a show of hands in chat. How many people in chat have had this false belief, or how many people in chat currently have this false belief, right? That unless I do something about these thoughts and feelings, this moment is either not going to go away or it's going to grow. It's going to get so intense I won't be able to handle it, right? How many people in chat have had or currently have that attitude or that false belief? Probably each and every one of you have either had it, or have it, right? It's the number one driving false belief behind anxiety that keeps people stuck. It is the number one driving false belief behind anxiety that keeps people from going the distance with acceptance and really putting in that work. Because how are you supposed to use acceptance if every single time you have an intrusive thought that causes a ton of symptoms or vice versa? How are you supposed to move forward with acceptance if every time you're experiencing these things, right, you've got the false belief that I need to get involved or this is not going to leave me alone, right? If that's your belief, how can I expect you to move forward with acceptance, right? I really can't. I can't, because you're sitting there telling yourself, okay, Wonder Bro told me I need to accept. I know that's the truth. But at the same time, you're entertaining this false belief that unless I do something about this thought, it's not going to leave me alone. Unless I do something about these symptoms, they're not going to leave me alone. They're either going to stick around forever or become unbearable, right? So how can I expect you to then move forward with acceptance if you're entertaining that belief? So how do we get over that false belief? Because again, it's the number one killer for recovery. How do we get over that false belief? I might even change the stream title to that, right? How do we get over it? Experience. We got to get you some experience points. Now, this is where it gets a little bit iffy for some people. They're like, oh, God, I don't know about this. We got to get you that experience at least once, at least twice, and then we start to go from there, at least 3 times, at least 4 times. We got to get you that experience of dealing with a very strong intrusive thought or thoughts, right? I know they come rapidly. We got to get you that experience of dealing with a bout. We'll call it a bout. Of dealing with a bout, right? Of some very strong intrusive thoughts or thought. Symptoms are there as well. And you got to do what Dr. Claire Weeks said. See it right through. You're not trying to solve it. You're not trying to figure it out. You're just keeping the right inner voice. Okay, I accept this. I expected this. This is okay. I know this is going to happen. I'm willing to take this hit, right? We got to keep you with that right accepting inner voice, and we got to see this bout right through. What happens is, eventually, I'm not saying it's gonna happen like that. Okay, I'm not going to say it's going to be the funnest experience in the world, but eventually what will happen is you'll have a little bout, right? Strong, intrusive thought, really wanting you to get involved, all these anxious feelings. You've still kind of got the false belief, oh God, if I don't do something, it won't leave me alone. I got to do something about it. You're trying to take that false belief, put it on the back burner, replace that with the accepting inner voice, right? I need this, I want this, I can take the hit, let's see it through. Right? And eventually what happens is those symptoms will slowly start to die down a little bit. That intrusive thought will slowly, gradually start to carry less weight, right? And then if enough time passes, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to think, I didn't do anything about that thought. I just kept the right accepting inner voice, and the symptom and the thought no longer carrying as much weight. Right? You might still feel a little bit iffy, but no longer carrying as much weight. Then a little bit more time passes. You're keeping that accepting inner voice. Now it's really starting to carry like little to no weight. All right, Wonder Bro, I get what you're saying here. Then we wake up tomorrow and guess what? We do it again. Right? A new intrusive thought comes, new symptoms come, same symptoms comes, whatever. We repeat the process. And that's what recovery is. It really is a rinse and repeat sort of deal, right? But if you've got the false belief that unless you do something about that thought that's bothering you, or unless you do something about those feelings, then you're sending the signal to the brain, oh God, this is a problem. And do you see how you get caught up? You signal to the brain, oh God, this is a problem, and now you're just kind of going back and forth. Oh fuck, you're getting anxious, we're going back and forth, right? So you can see how that false belief, right, is going to be the number one killer for most people's recoveries. We got to get you some experience points. We got to get you some bouts under your belt where you were able to keep the accepting inner voice throughout the entirety of that thought or that symptom or vice versa until it started to fade out on its own and lose its importance on its own. We got to get you those experience points, because until then, you might believe that you have to get involved in order to get relief. And as long as you believe that you have to get involved in order to get relief, it's that constant back and forth. And that's what's been keeping you in the boat this whole time. That's what's making those nerves tired this whole time. So constant back and forth. I got to do something about these thoughts and feelings, blah, blah, blah. Worry, coping methods, compulsions, and you get a little bit of relief. And then another one comes, oh, God, worry. So constant back and forth, as long as you've got that false belief that you have to do something to get these thoughts and feelings to die down. Right? And this constant back and forth, what we call worry, really is what it is at the end of the day. Involvement, resistance, worry, whatever label you want to put in, on it. This constant back and forth is what keeps those nerves so tired. So we have got to get you to a point where you score some experience points, where you get some notches under your belt, where you're able to have a bout of strong thoughts or strong symptoms, and you're able to do what Dr. Claire Weeks said, which is see it right through, and then you start to see that they lose some of their power. I'm not saying entirely right away, but they start to lose some of their power, right? Some of their power as time goes on. And then as more time goes on, they lose it completely. They lose the power completely. So once you start to realize that, you start to shatter, quite literally, you start to shatter that false belief that is the number one killer of most people's recovery, which is, I cannot feel better until I do something about this thought that's bothering me or these symptoms that's bothering me. Then you get involved and the cycle goes on and on, hamster in a hamster wheel, right? All this added stress, blah, blah, blah. Number one killer of people's recoveries. It was the number one killer of my recovery for a very long time, right? So title of this stream, which I may change later, says the storm will pass. And it will. But we've got to get you those experience points. We've got to show you that the storm will pass if you keep that accepting inner voice. So strong thoughts, strong symptoms are present, and you're just reminding yourself, this is okay, I can take the hit, let's see it right through, let's see what happens without me trying to do anything about it, without me getting involved, right? Then you start to score some experience points, because now you're using that accepting inner voice, you're giving yourself those little accepting reminders instead of fighting with it all. You're giving yourself those little accepting reminders, and then what happens is you start to realize, I didn't have to do anything to make these thoughts and feelings leave me alone. They lost their power, as long as I just saw the storm right through with the accepting inner voice. They lost their power naturally as I saw the storm right through, right, with the accepting inner voice. And as you start to get that confidence, you start to realize, hey, 2 weeks ago, like this is just an example, you're sitting there and you get smashed with all this intrusive thought. It's really bothering you and all these symptoms come. What happens when you've got a little confidence? You can say, hey, 2 weeks ago, I had a really scary intrusive thought and a bunch of symptoms, and I just saw it right through. I used the accepting inner voice, and then I just kept living, right? Gave myself little accepting reminders and just kept living. I let it be. Accepting reminders, just tried to live my life, right? Just let it be, stayed uninvolved, and it eventually passed, and I didn't care about it anymore. So I'm going to do the same thing today. Even though I'm getting smashed with this intrusive thought right now and it's causing me a lot of distress, I'm going to do the same thing I did 2 weeks ago. All right? Then you do it again, and guess what happens? Starts to fade. Thought starts to lose its power. We've got another notch under our belt. You wake up tomorrow, smashed with another thought, smashed with more symptoms. You can say, hey, last time I had an intrusive thought that was really causing me almost panic or maybe panic, whatever, I used the accepting inner voice. I stayed uninvolved. I just lived my life. I let it be, left it alone, eventually lost its power. I'm going to do that again today. Do you see how this starts to add up now? Do you see how we climb this ladder, right? So to get you there, it's going to take at least one experience where you're able to do that. And I believe in you, right? But we got to get you those experience points, or you'll have that false belief that you got to do something about these thoughts and feelings or they won't go away. They won't leave you alone. They won't stop, right? So we've got to smash that false belief. We've got to smash that false belief. As long as you believe that you've got to get involved in order to make progress, you're going to be like a hamster in a hamster wheel going round and round and round and round and round and round. Where does it stop? Fuck if I know, right? But we've got to get you that experience. It's fundamental. It's crucial. Right? As long as you believe that you have to get involved to get relief, you will continue making the same mistakes that you've made that put you here. Right? But as we do get that experience, you start to get some confidence. You start to say, okay, last time I had an intrusive thought that was making me panic, I just gave myself some accepting reminders, kept living my life, accepting reminders, stayed uninvolved. Right? Stayed uninvolved, and eventually it lost its power. So I'm going to do that again now, right? The way you're going at it right now, and I'm not saying you're currently doing this, but we've all done this at some point. The way you're going at it right now is, oh God, oh fuck, intrusive thought, giving me a ton of symptoms. I need to do something about this. This is not okay. This is not all right. Let me figure this out. You do it, and you just barely survive. That's what you tell yourself. I just barely survived. And then the next time an intrusive thought comes, we go right back to going, oh fuck, need to do something about this, need to do something. You see how you're just constantly sending those signals. It's just boom, 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 boom. It's no wonder the poor nerves can't catch a break. It's no wonder the poor nerves can't catch a break, man. If every single time you've got thoughts and feelings, you jump into defense and take up your sword and shield and say, fight, fight, fight. Need to do something about this or else I'm screwed. If you're living your life every single day with the attitude of I need to do something about these thoughts and feelings or else I'm screwed, how could you not be stressed? How could you not be stressed if every single day you have to pick up sword and shield and you've got yourself convinced that unless you fight with these thoughts and feelings, you're fucked? How could you not be stressed? Every single day you take up sword and shield and fight a fucking dragon. How could you not be stressed? How could you not be? Right? So we've got to get you to the point where you realize there is nothing I need to do. Right? Strong thoughts, strong feelings. I don't need to pick up sword and shield. I just need to give myself some accepting reminders. Dr. Claire Weeks called it the accepting inner voice, and see it right through. Eventually it'll lose power on its own. right? And then once you start to score those experience points, next time it happens, you'll be like, oh my God, I don't need to pick up sword and shield here. It'll fade on its own, no big deal. And as you start to score more and more and more and more experience points, you get more and more and more and more confident in that. We start to break the false belief that you need to get involved, and we start to move into what heals, right? Which is non-involvement. So, if you're guilty of that, like I was guilty of that, believing that you need to get involved in order for the thought, okay, and the symptoms that the thought brings to leave you alone, we've got to break that false belief by scoring some experience points, by seeing these storms right through with just using some accepting inner voice. Examples, I can take this hit, I'm just going to let it happen. Eventually, I'll start to see that it'll fade, and I got this, do what you will, do what you'd like, right? And then get back to life. And then get back to life. And then we rinse and repeat that attitude. And what happens is you start to see that the same thought that was crippling you an hour ago is starting to lose power because all you did was keep the accepting inner voice. You let it happen as much as it wanted to happen, but you didn't attach any sort of trying to figure out or worry to it. Anytime it was there, you just reminded yourself that's okay. Same with the feelings. You just let it happen with the accepting inner voice, and then you start to see an hour ago the same thought that was crippling you, right, is starting to fade, starting to lose power. And an hour ago is just an example, however long, right? Once you start to see that, you'll start to truly live with acceptance. You'll start to truly live with the right attitude. You'll start to truly live and break that false belief of you needing to do something. You'll start to have some confidence and acceptance, right? But as long as you're still picking up sword and shield, thinking that you need to do something to get these thoughts and feelings to leave you alone, then you're always going to be fighting with it. And that's what sends the danger, 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 danger signals over and over and over again, right? We got to get you some experience points. You got to start seeing these storms right through by using the accepting inner voice instead of the fighting inner voice. And then you'll see how it'll start to lose power. And you didn't have to do anything to solve it or figure it out. All you did was accept it with that accepting inner voice and kept living your life. Once you score these experience points, it's good shit. It's good shit. All right, so that was the point of today's stream. We'll probably change the title because this was actually, in my opinion, a very good stream that I think more people need to be interested in and hear. Very, very crucial. So anyway, if you did enjoy the stream, please leave a thumbs up, especially on this one, man, because this message needs to be heard. This message needs to be heard. So please leave a thumbs up on this stream. I'm normally not even gonna bring up leaving a like, but this message needs to be heard. So let's move on over to post stream. We've got oh boy, we've got Shrek and SpongeBob doing their thing here. Abraham, to address your tip, sorry man, I was mid-rant there. $5 tip from Abraham that says, Wonder Bro, your streams have been better than ever lately. My favorite was the challenging approach. That's ultimately what worked for me. I think it's most effective, most direct, and fastest working approach. So it's all the same though, right? I don't want anyone to get confused. It's all the same. As long as you keep that accepting inner voice, you're not trying to figure the thoughts and feelings out, right? You're just keeping the accepting inner voice. You'll start to see how you don't have to fight them in order for them to fade, and that's what's going to really score you some points. All right. Let's see. Let's scroll way up into the comments. What's up, Sam? How you doing, dude? Is there a live every day, and when will it be? Sorry if I asked you, said it before. I'm fairly new here. We try to have a live every day, but sometimes I do take a day or two off from streaming. But for the most part, we do try to have daily lives. As far as when they'll be, we don't really have a set time. We're kind of all over the place. Your best bet is to turn on that notification bell. It doesn't always work, but that's probably your best bet. But of course, it's no biggie if you can't make it live. We do upload a copy of the streams to the channel that you can watch whenever. I hope you benefited from today's stream message, Olivia. Madison, I love you. A never-ending cycle if allowed, absolutely. Absolutely, Perp, I agree. Sorry, guys, I'm way behind on comments today. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate it. Random thoughts about never being able to heal or life going to be so horrible for you, all this, that, and the other. No need to fight with those, man. Treat them as irrelevant. If you treat the thoughts and feelings as to be expected and accepted and irrelevant, they will lose their power, right? But if you take up sword and shield, man, you're just giving them power. So we've got to get you to the point where, let's say you're extremely triggered over a thought that says, oh, God, you're never going to heal, and that really triggers you. It really sets you off. If you just keep the accepting inner voice, for example, you know, we'll use the more neutral approach today. If you just keep the accepting inner voice of, okay, there's that thought, I'm triggered, right? It's going to turn my attention back to living. It's cool if it wants to be there. I'm just going to see it right through. So you keep living, and it's bugging you. You're triggered. You got the symptoms. You got that thought. You're tempted to get involved because you're like, fuck, you know, if I don't get involved, I'm screwed. We just kind of put that on the back burner, and we just keep using the accepting inner voice instead, right? Like, that's okay, you know. I'm here for it. I'm going to take the hit, right? And you just keep living, accepting reminders. You weather the storm. You see the storm right through. And then what happens? Maybe in an hour, maybe in 2 hours, maybe in 15 minutes. I don't know, right? That starts to lose its power. That particular thought starts to lose its power. Now, it might come back, or it might trade places with something else. You know, these are the ups and downs of recovery. But if you keep the same approach, it's all going to start to lose power. You're going to start to teach your brain that there is no real danger, right? APC says perfect timing, was just about to freak out. I'm assuming you meant about. Well, hey, dude, welcome to the stream. Allow your symptoms, allow your thoughts. Don't adopt the approach of, oh, God, this isn't right. Oh, God, this shouldn't be happening. We talked about that yesterday. Oh, God, I need to do something about that. Don't adopt any of those approaches. Instead, just use the accepting inner voice, whatever reminders you prefer. Keep it short and sweet, just accepting inner voice. Allow the thoughts, allow the feelings, allow the moment, right? It'll naturally start to lose power, and we can score you some points instead of you thinking that you got to do something about it. That's what's keeping you in this situation. You thinking you got to do something about it. Every single day you take up sword and shield. Man, of course you're stressed. Of course, right? Let's get us some music going, chat, then we'll get back to comments. How you doing, Kevin? Hope you're having a good day today. You too as well, Perp. Let's see. Pirate, go to bed. All right, let's get us some music going. There we go. There we go. We're going to try a new playlist today, see if you guys like this. Try to mix it up. We've been trying to mix it up here recently. Yeah, SpongeBob has been added. We used to have who do we have there? Jack Black and a Simpson. I don't know her name. One of the Simpsons characters. But now we've got Shrek. We've got Naked Shrek and SpongeBob. And as always, guys, you got to let me know on the volume if it's too loud, too low. Got to let me know. What's up, Beatbox? Lisa, Olivia, you're right. Lisa. We're gonna change the attitude, BHN, from I have intrusive thoughts and I hate them. We're gonna change that to I have intrusive thoughts and I accept them as a normal part of this. I'm going to heal from this. I don't hate them. I'm just going to allow them to do their thing while I do my thing. This is just all examples of the accepting inner voice, right? And we're going to see the storms right through with the accepting inner voice instead of the, oh, God, figure out, right? And then the brain's going to slowly start to learn. Everything's going to start to slow down for you. But we've got to get you on board with this if this is the path that you're choosing to go. Never watched either. I've never watched The Simpsons. I know it's like extremely popular. Some people probably think it's a sin to not have watched The Simpsons, but I've never watched The Simpsons. I know I've missed some comments. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to scroll up and down and up and down. Not everybody gets a full night's sleep, Arnold. Don't let it concern you too much. Don't go into the trying to figure out, the obsessing. Hi, Wonder Bro, and all. I'm late again. I need this today. What's up, John? Welcome. It was a good one, man. If you're late to today's stream, I highly recommend you watch it back. I believe you can start it over even right now as we speak. I love South Park. South Park's good. I like South Park. Hi, hello. Welcome to the stream, Miss Alien Lady. I can't pronounce your name, so I'm just going to call you Miss Alien Lady. Hope that works for you. Simpsons are funny, I think. I've never sat down and watched an episode of The Simpsons. I mean, I've seen like bits and pieces. I think everybody has, but I've never watched a full episode from start to finish. But then again, I'm not much on TV and movies anyway, so. We got to change the title of this stream because it's not catchy enough, man. It's too generic. This is an important stream. People need to hear that message. They need to understand that the storm will pass. If you let it, you don't have to get involved. You don't have to figure it out. It's the trying to figure these thoughts out that keeps all these reactions in the body going, right? We've got to get you to the point where you understand and believe that if you leave it alone and you just keep that accepting inner voice, it'll pass on its own. And once we get you to that point, you're off to the races because you're no longer trying to figure it all out, which is all that nasty, nasty second fear and worry and stress and boom, 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 right? So we need a catchy stream title. People need to watch this one especially. We're going to rename it. We're going to rename it from The Storm Will Pass to Breaking the Worst False Belief of Anxiety, because that really is the worst false belief that you can have with anxiety. Unless I get involved with these thoughts and feelings and figure them out or avoid them or fight with them, then they're not going to go away. That is the worst false belief of anxiety that you could ever have, and I would say that 99% of people in this situation have had or have that false belief, and we've got to break that. We've got to break that by scoring some experience points. Have I watched Regular Show? Oh, the Regular Show? Yeah, I used to watch that. My real name is even worse to pronounce. Well, I know you're like, I think you said you're fairly new here, or at least to commenting you're fairly new here. So anybody here will tell you that I'm horrible, absolutely horrendous when it comes to trying to pronounce people's names. It's bad. So hopefully you're not offended by me calling you Miss Alien Lady. Save this to my playlist. It's important, dude. I can't stress it enough, man. It's important. Hey, I hope you're doing good, Abraham. I missed you, man. I missed you. Hey, you're going to sleep like a baby tonight, Arnold. That's a good way to look at it instead of trying to figure it out or fight with it or, you know, that's a good way to look at it. Just look forward to the sleep that you're going to get tonight because you are going to sleep like a little baby. All right? I know you're fairly new here, BHM. Right? You keep watching the streams. Rewatch this one. If you're new here and the only stream you ever watch on my channel is this one, I'll take that because this one's important. I mean, we sum up the main point, right, in every stream. You don't have to watch all of my streams to understand what we're talking about here. We do daily streams, but every stream we sum up the whole point of recovery, which is non-resistance. So a lot of negativity out there, so I'm picky what I watch. Understandable. Starting next stream though. Yeah, let's hold off the boycott until next stream at least. No, not at work. You're not going to sleep at work. I'm talking about when you get off work. I don't think your boss would like it too much if you fell asleep on the counter. Alien lady is really cool. I'm glad it's cool with you. If it's cool with you, it's cool with me. Do you work tonight, Maddie? What's that work schedule like? Also, don't forget to like this stream. Thank you for that, Kate. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for always taking the time to remind people to do that. I really do appreciate it. It helps more than you probably know. Liking the streams may seem insignificant, guys, but it really does affect the algorithm. It helps boost the videos up, and it helps the channel grow, so it's kind of a big deal. You know, it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. But yeah, good stream today, guys. Good stream today. I don't know, Arnold. Maybe you can sneak off to the break room at some point and catch a few Z's, right? Probably not. Probably not the best idea. Probably not the best idea I've ever had. Let's see, while we've got a little break in the action here, we'll drop some more links for you beautiful people. If anybody's interested in joining us on over in the chat, I'm going to drop the link to that. Right, there you go. Bullshit. You get fired. Yeah, he probably would get fired for that one. I don't know if I'd listen to me there. I believe in you, Arnold. Whether you got little sleep or no sleep, you can still have a good day, man. Yeah, that's another reason too, Olivia. Not only do the likes help with the algorithm as far as like getting the videos out to people in their recommended and whatnot, stuff like that, but also the more likes, I mean, it's just the human condition. You click on a video, you're like, oh, it's got a good amount of likes. I might give this a chance, right? So several reasons why I really appreciate it. You guys just take a second to toss it a like. Several reasons why I would appreciate that very, very much. So you do work tonight, Maddie? You looking forward to it? I kind of low-key hate the fact that they remove dislikes, right? Like, you can still dislike a video, but it won't show. It won't show to everybody else. And I kind of hate that because all my videos always had like 99% more likes than dislikes. And that was like a big thing for me because people are like, hey, barely anybody dislikes these videos. It's all likes. And let me click on it. Let me watch it. But now I don't have that. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. YouTube, get your shit together. Nobody asked for you to remove the dislikes. It was stupid. Nah, you can still have a good day, Arnold. Not with that shit attitude, but you can still have a good day. You can turn it around right now. Shit, that scared the hell out of me. FBK. FBK, dude, thank you so much for the $10 tip. I appreciate you, man. Tip note says, thank you. No, thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Show some love in the chat, man, to FBK and Abraham today, guys. Where's Nova? Well, it's another cold day today here, 21 degrees, so go ahead and guess where Nova's at. She is curled up in front of the space heater, sound asleep from the looks of it. She's having another lazy day. I believe in you, Carrie. I believe in you, Arnold. I believe in all of you, right? But we got to change the attitude. We got to change the attitude. We got to empower ourselves, not discourage ourselves. We have to empower ourselves. We have to use the accepting inner voice, right? Right? Gotta score those experience points, man. You gotta understand that you don't have to do anything about these thoughts and feelings for them to lose their power. You just gotta keep the accepting inner voice, and they'll naturally lose their power. So you can drop the fight, right? And the fight is the stress. So, you know, once you prove that to yourself, ooh, good shit, good shit. We have a lot of snow. We do too, and I think it's still coming down. Oh, yeah, you're right, Kate. I got you. Yeah, we're on 84. We were on 82 yesterday, but we went ahead and counted 2 for Olivia and Sanchez. Another shout out to them, man. I appreciate it. Imagine YouTube just removed your channel and you were like, call me stupid, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Wouldn't be surprised. Sam, thank you so much for the $5 tip, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Sam. Thank you, dude. Well, see, the tricky thing about that is, Kevin, you say, is it okay if I hate my thoughts and feelings, but I'm allowing them? Those two things really can't coexist. I'm not asking you to like the feelings, but as far as hatred goes, if you have a strong hatred towards them, there's still probably part of you in your head that's like, I hope this goes away. And we want to try to make that as small as possible. I understand that it pops up kind of automatically, out of habit, but we want to try to shrink the hatred as much as possible. And again, I'm not asking you to like them, as long as you're not fighting with the thoughts and feelings, right? You don't have to like them. But if you notice that you're still in your head saying things like, oh, I hate this so much, we probably should work on that a little bit. Accepting inner voice, right? So I hope that makes sense there. So let's see here. Sorry, I'm just checking something on my end real quick. Just checking something on my end real quick. Oh yeah, Ghost? My friend in Canada got 2 feet. Damn. 25 watching, 23 likes. That's what I like to see. I know that most of our views come after the fact. Like most people watch the streams after they're already over. I understand that, but For those of people that are watching live, I do appreciate the likes. They do help. Started using this approach and realized I was always in a rush trying to solve, understand, fix, endless loop. Yeah, you got it. You got it. That's the biggest understanding that you need to make. I started to let it be. Can't believe I'm really slowing down. Just keep at it. Keep at it. Proud of you. Hi, bro. How are you? I'm doing good, Ryan. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Olivia still got no snow, man. She's been wanting the snow. Still got nothing. Still got nothing. What's up, Tiffany? How are you doing?
Donation.
Oh, shit. Truth. I need to turn the headset down, man. Truth. Thank you so much for the $5 tip, Truth. I appreciate you. Round of applause for Truth in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. At this rate, we might always be a day ahead. Not going to either, but it has snowed before in March. Well, you never know. Seasons are messed up. I am sorry for your loss, Tiffany. You're definitely in a very accepting place here in a very lovely community, so hopefully these streams will help you out. Thank you. That's what I'm hoping, trying to get through one day without crying my eyes out. Well, you know, we always say you got to feel it to heal it, especially when it comes to grief, right? Especially when it comes to grief. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to deal with, especially losing a parent. I understand that completely, how that feels. So, you know, you feel it to heal it. You don't necessarily add to it, right? Which means you don't try to resist the way you feel. You don't try to resist your thoughts. You don't try to resist your feelings. Same concept as what we talk about with anxiety. We have that acceptance towards it. That way we're not making it worse than it needs to be. What's up, Mint? Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Hello, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. Understandable, Tiffany. It's not easy. It's not easy, but, you know, it's the same concept as what we talk about with anxiety. Anytime we have resistance to our thoughts and feelings, it just makes it a whole lot messier than it needs to be. So we feel it to heal it. We don't resist the thoughts. We don't resist the feelings. You know, resistance will never be beneficial. Just got out of the shower. I trimmed my undercut. It's been too long. Feels good to get it done. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm glad you trimmed it. Hey, good opportunity, man. Good opportunity. Anytime you feel anxiety, anytime you have intrusive thoughts, anytime you have any of that, it's a good opportunity to practice that accepting inner voice. See it right through, as Dr. Claire Weeks called it, right? You guys laughing at me for not knowing what that is. So that's what's going on here. No, you're only in the rabbit hole, Arnold, if you get upset in a way that you're trying to fight the thoughts and feelings, right? If you get upset in a way that you're trying to fight the thoughts and feelings, but if you keep the accepting inner voice, you know, okay, there's that thought, there's that feeling, right? And you keep that accepting inner voice. You're not going down the fight route, but you keep that accepting inner voice. Only down the rabbit hole if you're like, oh shit, this is not right, need to do something about this, and then you just go on and on and on. Then we're getting into rabbit hole territory there. Oh, okay. Okay. Half head shave. Got it. Got it.
Donation.
FBK. FBK, dude. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much, FBK. I appreciate you, man, with the $25 tip. I appreciate you. So technically, we're moving on.
Donation.
Oh my God. Mint. Thank you so much, Mint. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We're moving on to an 85-day streak. But with that being said, thanks to Olivia and Sanchez yesterday, we've got a free pass day. So if we ever don't hit the streak, we've got a free pass on it. I need you guys to remember that. But thank you so much, FBK and Instant Mint. Truth, I believe it was Sam and Abraham. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully I didn't leave anybody out. I appreciate you. Beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Let's show them some love in the chat, man. Let's get some emojis going. I want to see a wall of emojis, man. Let's get that gratitude rolling. everybody in the chat still on the topic of the undercut. I wasn't sure, I'll be honest. I wasn't sure what it was. Wasn't going to make any assumptions. I was just happy that she was able to get it trimmed. Absolutely, Miss Alien, absolutely. Letting be anxiety really feels like being completely free to just be. Completely free to allow the thoughts and feelings to just be. Just with the accepting inner voice, right? If you start to go down the worry route, the fighting route, thinking that you need to do something about these things, which you don't, right? That's the belief that's keeping you in this fight. You start to go down that route, that's when you practice that accepting inner voice instead. Absolutely correct there. All right, you guys. All right. Love you, Mint. Love you, Mint. Love you, Kate. Love you, Maddie. Love you, Olivia. Love you, Ghost. Love you, Arnold. Mint's got a cool style. I like Mint's style. Yeah, you're right, Ghost. Anytime I get a haircut, I just chop it all off. It's okay to have support, Arnold. I always say that it's okay to have support. It's okay to have people to talk to. As long as you're practicing the advice on top of that. It's okay to have some support from time to time. I think everybody's full of surprises. That's what makes life interesting. Like, I mean, for example, I didn't think Kate was so bad at Red Dead, but she's horrible at it. Life's full of surprises. Just kidding, Kate. Just kidding. Don't come at me. Please, don't come at me. You were able to kill a legendary wolf with just a knife, so I'll give you that. Hashtag Team Hazel Eyes. We got those hazel eyes. Kate hasn't responded to my Red Dead comment yet, and I am scared. I am physically shook. Ah, there it is. There it is. There it is. There we go. We got the sass. We got it. We got it. Mission accomplished. We got the sass. I knew it was coming eventually. That was a little bit easier on me than I thought it would be. I'll take that. She was thinking of her reply. She was thinking of her reply. Just speechless. Absolutely speechless. Yeah, I know, Arnold. If I keep throwing shade at Kate long enough, she just might show up to beat my ass. Kate, speechless? Never. Even Maddie's throwing some shade. Alright. Alright. I like it. I like it. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and get our prep ready, man. We got to get our song ready to go. It's about that time, chat. Chat's starting to slow down. We're definitely going to get our song rolling today, man. I appreciate you guys. Great, great stream. If you missed it, I highly recommend you watch it back. Let's get that song pulled up. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, I do, for everything, man. Everything. I love you guys. Awesome, awesome stream today. Make sure you leave a like if you haven't already. We're going to go ahead and shut this one down. I appreciate you guys. I love you. And until next time, as always, stay awesome.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Yeah. Did it die? Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't, of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy, I'm your best friend, I'm the worst type. Tell you everything that you heard right, just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known. I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. No. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Won't die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? My aunt thinks
think I'm perfect, I know I'm not. My mama be worried, I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling up late. Back on my bullshit, she think it's a phase. I got relations I gotta maintain. I'm two different people, my side and my main. Yeah, I'm sober, I'm an addict, I'm a low life, I got habits, but I refuse to be average. Really so tired of acting, don't know what I miss no more. Too bad you don't hit me more. I'm bad when I get too bored, careful what you wishing for.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
No,
Did it die?
wait,
Did it die?
wait.
Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
Won't die,
Did it die?
wait,
Did it die?
wait.
Did it die?